Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of World of Horror. If I'm smart, I'll start pre-recording episodes tonight, tomorrow, or Saturday, so that I get a backlog up until the 19th, because obviously, after the 19th, well, on the 19th and afterwards, we're gonna be in a post-launch world. So, you know, that would be when the episode number, we reset the clock, as it were. The episode number ticks over 0001, and we start again. Mainly because it's an analytical decision, okay? Because think about it this way. The reason why you clicked on this video is, well, statistically, it's most likely because you clicked on a previous video like this and you subscribed, because most of the people who watch this video is subscribed right now. That's the real. However, now that we're getting closer to the World of Horror launch, people are getting interested in the game again, and that's been clearly shown. We've gotten, like, we started getting the subscribers on, like, the 7th, so it's been, like, 4 or 5 days. And we've gotten all these subscribers. We genuinely might make it to 1,000 before the game comes out, just because people are interested in it now. So, what we're gonna do here, because we've had a lot of new people join, and we've had some people who don't know anything about World of Horror recently, I think we're gonna take this one a little slow. I'm gonna explain what's happening. I'm actually gonna explain what's happening in the game. And then I'll do that more once the game actually comes out, after I get all the achievements, because I'm going to want to schmoove through the game as quickly as possible, figure out what achievements we need to get quickly for, you know, player benefits and whatnot. I would recommend getting all the achievements. I know there are some people who specifically don't have, like, what is it, Fearful unlocked or whatever, but, you know, I would just unlock everything. Gives you more variety. But, yeah, let's just jump into it. I'm probably going to uninstall the game and delete my save file as well. I'll back up any of the mods that I have just for archival purposes, but I am probably going to just go in, like, completely fresh, because I don't know if, like, pre-launch mods will work post-launch, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if mods will work in the 1.0 version. We'll see, I guess, but, like, you know, the last couple of updates have broke modding, so I would rather just play the game bug-free for a little bit. So, the first screen that we got here is your sort of like, this is the final stretch of the game, the lighthouse. You gotta complete 5 mysteries to get here, praying for a modifier or hard mode that gives you a 6th mystery to do. That would be pretty based, but just like a little extra doom reduction. Maybe start with like -10, 15% doom, that'd be pretty good. But you know, so far it's 5 mysteries. It can be 4 if you play on the easiest difficulty. But basically, you've got a bunch of symbols here, and you're guaranteed to interact with the first 5 from top to bottom, but the final one is random because you need to have the Heart of Darkness town status effect, to Old God Stirs, I think it's officially called, in order to get this one. So, for instance, if, so this is the dexterity check, so this is a potential thing that may or may not happen, right? So, if we get Heart of Darkness, then this is gonna happen. If we don't get Heart of Darkness, this is never gonna happen. This only happens if we get Heart of Darkness. So, what we guaranteed have to do, and you can figure out what these symbols mean by going into the lighthouse. These are drawn on the background, right? So on the dexterity check, you'll see this symbol drawn on the background. And then at that point, it's just remembering it. You could also just check the wiki. So this little symbol right here, I think of it as like a seal of Slaanesh. That's the final boss right there. He's not really a challenge. Weak to blunt. This little compass thing is mystery memory game, so you have to remember the second mystery you did. This little arrow pointing to a heart, this little cherry bomb right here, that's a charisma check. This photograph, look at this graph. That's a enemy memory check. You have to remember your second enemy that you saw. And then this one right here, a little virtual reality VR. That's a light source. There's also another one that looks like Final Destination from Super Smash Bros. That's a strength check. And then, what other one is it? Oh yeah, there's a knowledge check. It's like a little Pan's Labyrinth hand. There might be more when the game comes out. I'm hoping for a perception check. But most specifically, when I say check, specifically for the lighthouse, it's all threshold based. So if it's a knowledge check, or that dexterity check I pointed out earlier, you need 8 or higher. And if you have 8 or higher, then you get it 100% of the time. So you'll see me a lot of the time when I'm rushing through this game, I'll stop leveling a stat at 8, because most of the time it's completely useless outside of getting it to 8 just for the lighthouse. So for the town customization screen, a lot of the buildings, I think they're tied to, like, total achievements gained. So, like, you gain 50 achievements, you unlock a building, you gain, like, 50 total achievements, you unlock a building, you gain 30 total achievements, you unlock a building, 40 total achievements, you unlock a building, that sort of thing. So I would just try to unlock achievements as much as you can, to get the buildings. I'll be honest, though, most of them are pretty bad. And they're all kind of situational. The only one that's really mandatory is the monument, which I think you have to do, like, you have to, like, cleanse 3 or 2 areas with the holy candle, which you get from the fucking occult store, which is locked behind getting total achievements, and then the holy candle might also be an achievement unlock? I don't know. Try to get the monument if you can. That's, like, the most important one. Can't remember if the witch's tree is bound to any achievement, but that one's really good, too. But basically, those 2 are the only ones that I would say are, like, required content. Police Station is also really, really good. It used to be terrible, but now it's actually usable. I'm playing Moriko, right? What do I want to use here? Do I really care about any of this? I don't really care about any of this, I'll be real with you. It doesn't really matter. Out of, like, principle, the library is just, like, so weird and not reliable that you just take the history club because it's better. I mean, it can give you EXP, but it's not worth it. The school nurse used to be absolutely broken, and she's still okay, but unless you have multiple minor injuries, it's better to just go to the hospital to get them cured. Although I suppose you could probably, I don't know, you wanted to use a scalpel on a character who's not Mimi, and you were on Exquisite Taste, you could run School Nurse and just pray that you never get any major injuries. It is weird. You can pick whatever you want, really, but pretty much the default stuff is fine. I wouldn't really worry about it. They're all just buildings you can go to and, like, menus you can interact with. Yeah, it's... Like, if you're playing Haru, make sure you have the vending machine instead of the dog store. But that's about it. There's not really, like, character-specific things that I would recommend outside of make sure Haru has a vending machine. Because it's just much better for buying cigarettes than a dog. Who would have thought? I guess if you want to mess around with knowledge weapons or fun items, the occult store, but I guess it's fine. Home, apartment, prepare apartment, dog store, police station. I guess it's just called shop for items. The cutest seller, by the way. Then you got the library, which is pretty bad. I mean, it's fine. The schoolyard, with the new meta that we're on, the schoolyard I think is better than the school nurse, but they're both super situational. School nurse is good if you have multiple minor injuries, which is something that you can stack if you, like, get an early frostbite and then you have mermaids. You can kind of do something kind of cool there, but with the nerfs, she's, like, less good. She basically cures all minor injuries for free, but you gain, like, 3% doom or something. It's fine. History Club, you should die to it at least once because it's an achievement, but, you know. History Club's really good, but you can mostly just use it on Toshiaki. But if you really need to force something, then, like, you're playing Mizuki or Ayaka, you can maybe use History Club if you get lucky. Enter and Pharmacy, if you're playing on Exquisite Taste, you take Enter. Otherwise, you just take both. Unless you're doing a challenge run, I guess. Illegal Den is bad, but it has some good combos. But it's just too expensive. The allies are too expensive as well. Hardware Store's got some of the best weapons that you can buy. Monument's one of the best locations in the game. Witch's Tree, one of the best locations in the game. It also has no competition, so you never have to worry about... There are no other forest locations at all. So you never have to worry about losing this. Like, it's just good. There's no places in the mansion, no place in the village. This enables a mystery. That's it. It says, and a chance for an ally. That just means it enables you to have a chance to get a mystery and an ally. The chance is the mystery, not... If you can just get... I actually don't know for sure. If you can get Kana by just going there, and every time you go, Kana's like, sorry, I don't want to hang out right now. So if there's like a 0.1% chance to get Kana, I've never seen it happen. So I might be giving you misinformation. There's a bunch of interactable stuff you can click on in the apartment. There's a bunch of fun stuff you can do. That's a little creepy. The only thing that really matters, gameplay-wise, is this dresser drawer right here. And when you go to change clothes, little Gunpla, you can steal money from it. Otherwise, it's just drip, have fun, customize your character. The TV matters, specifically for the character that we're playing right now, or at least not really her specifically. I mean, like, she's here, right? She's on the TV. You want to see her. So make sure you see her on the TV, or else you're going to take damage. Don't ask me how that works. Now, because it looks really, really bad when you spam click through menus... Okay, she just showed up immediately. You want to see this every time. There's a mystery to this. There's synergy with this. This does something. This changes the game state. But only for the better. Only for the better. So you always want to... You know, you always want to do this. And you have to do it every run if you want to. Otherwise, you might take -2 damage. So it's worth it to do. You can re-roll the mysteries up here if you're trying to do a new mystery or you're trying to fish for an ending that you want. Although I will say some of the endings are timeline specific. There's 2 timelines, A and B. So, you know. Now, there's actually not a different timeline mystery here. I was hoping to point one out to you. Now, out of a, you know, misaligned, self-imposed rules that aren't really serious and don't significantly change the challenge at all, I don't re-roll mysteries. So yeah, we got a pretty good line though. Honestly, we could start with painting. You know what? I will. We will start with painting, which is a bad idea, because we're playing on Harbinger of Doom, so if the mansion or the forest is doomed, I'm gonna cry. Now, I am gonna skip through the events, because, like, I mean, what's there to say? Like, events in this game are literally just read them, remember what they do, and then react to them, right? Like, that's just how the game works, you know? Like, I can't tell you which of these options is the correct one to pick, right? Because it depends on your game state. This one loses you stamina, these ones lose you reason, so just pick the one that you want to lose. And then just progress the mystery. I guess actually one thing that I can say is that right here, there's a little border. It changes color based on what color palette you're using, but when you hover over it, it'll say advances the mystery. But you'll also see that Emmy is hanging out over here. So, if you want to advance the mystery, you click on this one. If you want to hang out with Emmy, you click on that one. And there's some other stuff you can do too, optionally. But, yeah, no, the flow of the game, and I'm gonna go fast through certain parts. The flow of the game is just, like, going through this and making decisions on whether or not you want to take this risk or this damage, or... It's a resource management game disguised as whatever the fuck you think it is when you look at it on the Steam store. I don't even know how to describe this game. I've never been able to accurately describe it ever. I mean, Flashlight can't win against the Funny Mask. That's just too strong. The consistent healing is a banger. Thank you, Funny Mask. I love you. Yeah, no, whatever the fuck you think this game is, by looking at it on the Steam store page, let me just tell you right fucking now, this is a weird game. It's a bizarre game. And this is it's just a resource management game at the end of the day. That's all it is. And if you want to experience the horror aspects, the story, the writing, then you're gonna have to buy the game yourself. Because we've done that already. with, you know, the episode number and all that. Oh my god. Me when my water is oily. Gonna cry. Alright, so the forest is not actually doomed. Do we go here? I'm thinking about it, actually. We got 30 damage in our back pocket. It'd be like 38 health. But no, the side enemy's gonna be like 16, 15 health. I don't want to do that. I mean, honestly, we need to go to Forest Mysteries. This is the biggest advantage, or the biggest advice that I can give you, is there is a town status effect called Roads Closed. It is a permanent debuff that makes it where anytime you leave the town, aka you go to the mansion, the forest, or the village, you take a doom penalty. It's one of the nastiest motherfuckers in the game, and so you want to deal with things that are out of town first. So we just did something that's a mansion and a forest mystery. And so Freaky Feature of a found footage, that's a forest mystery. Botany, if you can believe it, Botany is a forest mystery. And Wardless Ward is an in-town mystery. And Frightening Flood is a... Well, I guess it has the school, but... It's also forest, heavily forest and village related. Although, kind of. Flood is weird. Let me give you some great advice if you're new to World of Horror. If you see Freakish Fable of a Frightening Flood, either do it last, or re-roll mysteries until you don't have it. Because it's actually one of the more complicated mysteries, and it's a little bit difficult. Another one to fear would be Crimson Cape. Yeah, Crimson Cape's pretty bad. But I would say, for a new player, Flood is probably worse because it's a little less intuitive on what you need to do. And also, you don't know the difference between a theologist, a geologist, and whatever the fuck the other one is. A linguist? Sorry, I played this game for 800 hours. You can't expect me to know these things. I think we'll go with Botany, right? No, we'll go with Footage. Footage is longer. Still want to level up. Mansion... Where are... The forest was doomed? Well, I guess we only had to go there twice, so... Yeah, sure. So, the game has side quests. You might have seen it there before I clicked through. Investigate the mansion twice. Side quests will be different every time. Some mysteries don't have listed side quests, but they have, like, little, like, Call of Duty Easter eggs you can do. And, you can just kind of do those, or you can ignore them. If you do them, then, you can get a different ending, or a bonus of some kind. There is an EXP bonus called Thorough Investigation, but because this game is this game, Thorough Investigation does not necessarily mean that you did the side quest, but sometimes it's tied to the side quest. So it's like sometimes Thorough Investigation is the side quest, and sometimes it's not. It's mystery dependent, and I'm not going to tell you which ones, because it's more fun that way. You just have to know that nothing in this game works properly. Also, this is a modded event. You can see that by the name in the bottom right corner. Do I care about this? I do care about this, actually. We're gonna level up first before... do I want to go... Do I want to lower the threat level here? I think I kind of do, actually. Like, it's just one investigation, or like 2 investigations, but I'm okay with that. The police station is absolutely busted. Abuse it. It's really good. It's really strong. Are you fucking kidding me? We really did succeed that? Oh yeah, so how dice rolls work is very funny. It's very cool. So you might see something over here. It says, so this is a threat level. This is something entirely different. Every location has one. The harder difficulty you're playing, the higher the threat levels are in the various different locations. You look at something like this, it says, -1 modifier to all skill checks. This is lying to you. Because that's actually not how the skill checks work in this game. The skill checks are based off of a D12. And so, the D12 references your stat when you roll it. And if the D12 rolls higher than your stat, then you fail. So, a -1 modifier to all skill checks would be a good thing, because it would make it easier. So if you rolled a 6, it would be -1, so it's a 5, right? Well, how it works... And here's the thing, You might think, oh, but what does it mean is that you actually have 5 strength, but you have 4? This is not displayed consistently in the extra math. It never is. You can have 6 strength and a safe location, and then it'll roll and it'll say, like, 5. Like, I'll point it out if it happens, but the dice rolls in this game are cursed. The higher your stat, the higher it is, or the harder it is for the D12 to roll above your number. If the D12 rolls your number or lower, that's a success. And specifically for that event, I was hoping that we would, you know, we would roll. Because here's the thing. That event that we just did, where we rolled a 3+1 out of 4, we have 4 charisma. So, you know, but it was a +1. There was a +1, not a -1. Not a 3+1 out of 3. No. So, it's... Enable extra math if you want to, but it will also drive you crazy. This is a safe location, by the way, so I'll point this out. Okay, look at this. This is a perception check. So, safe location. This middle number right here is the threat level. Okay? This number on the left is your dice roll, and this number on the right is your stat. So, 5, 5. Now, if only it worked that way. Now, if only that was consistent. It's not. Oh, this is one of the games of all time. This is why I'll never do a fucking tutorial for this game. Because it's like, just trying to explain, one basic mechanic is, like, insanely difficult for no reason. I hate this, by the way. I mean, we'll try again. There's no harm in it, I suppose, but it's a 75% chance I would like to hit it. Okay. 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 Am I really doing... No, I'm not doing this. That's so dumb. It's one of the easiest enemies in the game. Okay, thank God. We're making progress here. I had to dedicate... Oh, shit. There we go. I did it in time. Don't worry about what I just did there. That's not relevant. You don't need to worry about enemy types in fucking handcuffs for like 80 years. Just get the final boss to 12 health or lower and then use the handcuffs. That's all you need to know. Oh, thank God. First aid, my beloved. Oh my God. Ah. I feel gloomy. The sanity equivalent of being shot in the shoulder. Okay. We always do a little sh-movement. Camp Dog. Me and Camp Dog Ritsu. I have a lot of respect for Camp Dog. Used to be the only dog that did anything. Yo, champagne value? Holy shit. No, wait, we're gonna... Hold on. Let me actually cook with the champagne, okay? I don't need to be told I'm cooking. I know what I'm about to do is cooking. Oh my God, what the hell is this? Yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Alright. This is schoolyard value. But yeah, no, anytime I think about, like, any system in this game, it gets so fucking weird. Because it's like... -1 perception? Well, you know... I do need to get rid of you. But let's share a bottle of champagne first. Thank you very much. Now, fuck off, please. I like my perception at 6 or higher. And then we'll keep rolling, why not? +1 perception, couldn't ask for anything more. You can only get 3 of them, kind of. Because you can only... Everything that I have to explain in this game is so fucking weird, man. Like, how am I supposed to explain? Okay, you can get 3 allies from the schoolyard, except you can't because any pre-existing allies you have counts towards that total of 3. Every single thing that I talk about has to be preempted with some other goddamn nonsense. This is why I don't talk about this shit anymore. It drives me fucking crazy. Like, yes, when Kana leaves you in eerie episode of Evolving Eels, you can then go to the schoolyard and recruit 3 allies, so that when Kana comes back, you can have 4 allies. Like, none of that shit. Who needs to know this? It's all so goddamn unhinged. We got enough. value at the start of this run. We can just kind of waste it all. That's fine. Oh my god. Like, it's just esoteric fucking nonsense. Aw. Was that always dangerous? Why did it not have a mod? I don't care. Why did it not have a modifier? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. Get me into the fucking forest. Get me out of here. Get me out of this mystery. Do I want another one of these fucking wine bottles? We have first aid, don't we? Okay, give me the fucking steak. Give me the Soylent. What is it called? Like Soylent Green is people? I don't remember that. Oh yeah, we just roll a 1. Who gives a shit? Wait, this location is like doomed. Ugh. You know what? No, I don't want to entertain this. Get me the fuck out of here. I'm gonna miss, aren't I? There's no way. There's no way I miss a 75% chance again, right? Oh no. Oh no. Now I have to block so I don't get burned. Yeah, sure. We can do 2 damage. That's fine. I hate this game. Can't wait for the game to come out. Just a week away. Yippee. Oh my god. Well, when in Rome, just roll an 11. Yeah, we can make a strength check with a +2 on our dice roll. Oh, come on, man. Oh man, it's even worse. Because this is the glitched dickhead, so glitched enemies, they have a little funny thing where you can't go over 5 actions in the time bar here. So, you know, that's enough actions, I suppose, but... Oh, man. Do we throw the funny mask? I think we do, yeah. That's 4 actions. Throw the funny mask. And then pray? Pick a god and pray? Yeah, that's what I believe in that. Give me my fucking +1 perception, dickhead. Get me out of here. This is horrible. I don't remember anything about this run. That's the thing, is explaining this game. Like, this game is really, really simple, okay? It's just that the rules are so inconsistent and needlessly, like, muddled. And, like, the game is simple, okay? But actually, and playing it is simple too, but actually understanding what's happening is just, ugh. Never hit this, by the way. If you have Ryoko, never do this. Forest Watcher bad. I don't know, just give me the fucking stamina penalty. I don't give a shit anymore. Get me out of here, man! We've been going systematically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the freaking, me when no outdoorsman. We're going to 9. We're skipping ahead on the numpad. What do you want? Oh. Trip on a branch. It really is gonna be 7 last. Oh my god. Get me out of here. 56% Doom Mystery 3. Oh my god. This is a fucked mystery to 100%, by the way. Good luck getting ending A if you're new to this game. It's fucked up. Is it even ending A? Yeah, I think it's A. Oh, yeah, it is ending A, because that makes Knight Errant fucking impossible. Yep. I don't know. I just feel like leveling fucking perception more. We're gonna level up 2 more times with fucking deduction, right? We gotta fight a boss. Well, maybe I should have grabbed my prep item just to make that easier. Wordless Ward into Flood so we can at least get the stamina heal if we need it? Sure. Fake an injury moment. Me and Camp Dog Rutsu. I don't know why they let a dog with a backpack in a fucking hospital. This is not a Persona game. Our combat, it sucks, by the way. Like, it's really bad. Why is every enemy... Are we burned? Why is every enemy doing 3 damage? We're not even on a Tutu. We're just owned. Like, shit sucks. Yeah, I wonder what I'm gonna do. You know, I'm just gonna do this. And then we're gonna do... I can't even do that. I could shoot him. I can't shoot him right now. We're gonna have to do something like this. But then why didn't I just, like, you know, go ahead and do 3 attacks in 1 turn instead of 3 turns, 1 attack each? I don't know. So that I could cry when this fails? Yeah. Yep. Oh my god. We have to run away from this boss, too. That's the thing that sucks. Because, like, we need the bullets. Like, we can spend the bullets on... Oh, come on, we got 8 perception. Oh, thank god. So here's the thing. Most of the bosses in the game, you can mitigate some way. And learning how to mitigate the bosses is gonna improve your win rate by, like, 80%. I'm not even joking, because the bosses are hard. But the problem is... It's just roll a 9, that's okay. The problem is that there's a couple of bosses in the game that you can't skip, or get around, or mitigate. And one of those bosses is the boss in the next mystery. This boss we can just run away from. But not really, because the game wants to punish you by making you do a special run instead of, you know... Because if you're playing as Ico or you have the small candle, get owned, idiot. Why is it always 3? Why is it always 3? Why is it always 3? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna throw the game behind this. Yeah? We're gonna throw the game behind this? Yeah. 70% chance. How many boosts can we do? 3? Oh... Oh, me an 80% chance, Rutsu. Let's do it. I had to live a little there. This run is driving me crazy. Every single enemy, 3 stamina or 3 all. It's just so unlucky. Bruh. Alright. We do it again. 92% chance for the win. It's not even for the win. We have to go through so much shit just to get me the fuck out of here. Actually, hold on. Let me do this right. Regain... Yeah, fuck it. Do that. Regain 2 stamina. And we're feeling great. We're feeling fantastic. Self-therapy? I don't even think I need this shit. What is this? What on earth are these perks? They're so bad. Oh, I love all perks. I love just getting, like, the worst fucking perks in the game. Honestly... We don't even have a strength check. What the fuck am I doing? Like, this is so bad. I'm trolling. We have a fucking charisma check, a knowledge check, and a dex check, right? Dex check is the one that's random. Vaguely remember that. Oh, God. Me when flood. I have 2 bullets, though. So what I'm about to do may or may not be approved by the Vatican. Can you fuck off? Like, Jesus. We have flesh regrowth. Fuck it. Let's just go to town. Let's just fuck them up. Let's just go to town. We got flesh regrowth, one of the best spells in the game. Who gives a shit? Just kill them. This is unironically one of the best spells in the game, by the way, especially if you're playing on an easier difficulty or Eldritch Parasite. Oh my god. Well, actually, ignore that part on Eldritch Parasite. Ghostly Spear and Mind Drain, however. Those do have universal appeal. But I mean, hey, that's the best button in the game for the Parasite Stirring. I hate this game, by the way. It's just like, you know... 190% chance. Oh, never mind. Okay, we're good. Get me the fuck out of here. The box cutter is actually better, but like... I just want the bonus damage. Just give me the bonus damage. That's what I want. Give me the bonus damage. It is a linguist. I actually remembered that. Give me the geologist. I don't care about anybody else. No doomed? 1% doom. We take those. Wait. Am I gonna fucking doom out of this shit? I don't remember my seconds, so yes, actually. No, I did Freaky Feature of Found Footage second. Yeah, alright, we're good. Now, if we get plus doom here, we lose, but, you know, that's a different story. Yeah, that's an unfortunately bad, different story entirely. Like, what the fuck is this? Why is it always 3 stamina? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna heal here, and healing over 3 does not disable desperation. The best fucking advice I've ever given you in your life, by the way. And then just hope that we kill him? Yeah? Real? Yeah, real. Can I get the linguist? Like, can I get the geologist? Sorry? I just want bonus. I just want bonus. No, I don't want the doom. Thank you. Okay, now we just fucking rest. I don't care about the theologist. The theologist can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to deal with the doomed forest. Alright, fertility idol, let's go. Can we do this? We can, alright. Now, you only get hit once for the first turn. So that's like the one saving grace that we have here. I don't even know why I did that. I could have done like 2 light attacks or whatever. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, man. That's a 50% chance. That's so bad. Wait, no, that is horrible. What am I supposed to do here? That's awful. I was gonna shoot twice. Well, okay, sure. We want one of these to hit at least. There we go. Guns are bad, but they're also kinda good. Not really. Pretty bad. Well, it's a little late for this, but sure. So, the most damage the lighthouse can deal to you in the current patch is plus 10 doom, minus 9 stamina, and minus 6 sanity. Minus 6 reason. So, assuming we don't have any external way of taking damage, that's from events exclusively. The boss does doom damage, so you have to watch out for that. So assuming that we don't have any, like, debuff that's gonna get us killed, which we don't. We actually only have hunger, which is kind of nuts. We're fine. So we can just kind of ball, you know? And I'm not even worried about what's gonna happen. We're completely fine. Hello, goodbye. Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought we were playing Moriko for a second there and that our combat was good, but we're actually playing all perks Moriko. It still doesn't matter. Just attack him. I remember that it was the freaky feature, so it's impossible for us to doom out here. And we only rolled minus 6. Oh, what the hell is this? How am I supposed to remember this? You? Nope. That's a glitch magician moment. Causing me doom damage. It's pretty real. Oh, hey, Outdoorsman. Nice of you to show up at the last fucking second. But yeah, nice little easy game. I didn't even explain the basics of, like, combat, but oh my god, it's so deceptively simple, you know? Like, don't make the same mistake that, you might have been looking at my dexterity and thinking, yo, bro, that's why your attack speed was so bad. Oh, we were 4 seconds too early. Pain. Don't, like, your dexterity was so bad, bro. How could you attack? Why were you expecting to attack more quickly? Or, oh, your strength was terrible. Here's the thing. None of that is at all how the game works, okay? It references, for stat checks, it references the stat being checked, and then the d12 is rolled. So, functionally, strength, dex, perception, knowledge, charisma, and the hidden stat luck all function exactly the same way. You have a... Basically, let's say it's a strength check, right? We had a strength of 6. So if the d12 rolls a 6 or lower, we win. If it rolls a 6 or higher, we lose. Or sorry, higher than a 6, we lose. 6 or lower is good. So that's it. It's applicable for everything else. Just insert the name of the stat and insert the number that you currently have. It doesn't work that way always, because sometimes it misrepresents your number, or it doesn't represent your number correctly ever, because the game is broken. But for combat, each weapon has a stat. So until Haru's unique gun came out, guns were all perception weapons, including Moriko's old shotgun. And how stats work in combat is every combat action has a stat assigned to it. So because Moriko's weapon is a perception weapon, then perception becomes our attack stat. But there are other actions like Brace for Impact, which I use several times as a strength action. Dodge is a dexterity action. All each stat does is each individual stat point takes 3 time units off of the action. So you have 200 time units to spend, asterisk, every turn, and every stat that you have of that point takes 3 off. So if you have a perception of 1, and you have a perception weapon equipped, then that perception weapon has a time units requirement. So for Moriko's case, I think it's 85 for the old shotgun. So it would be 82 time units required. And then and then obviously, you get 2 perception, it would be 79, and then 76, and then 73, and then so on and so forth. And that's it. That's how stats work in combat. That's it. That's all they do. So if you have a strength weapon, instead of looking at your perception stat, you look at your strength stat. Having a higher stat just makes your things faster. That's it. That's it. That's all it does. That's it. It's deceptively simple, but you wouldn't ever think of that. And the game, I don't think the game explains that to you. I have no idea if it does or not. The tutorial is really bad. We'll do the tutorial when the game comes out, and I'll point out how it's bad. Assuming that the tutorial isn't updated to be good, but the tutorial has always been bad. The tutorial even lies to you with weapon stats. It gives you a weapon, and then the stats are completely different out of the tutorial. So it's you think, oh yeah, this weapon was really good in the tutorial, and then you get it in the game, and it's one of the worst weapons. It's one of the least usable weapons of all time. Anyways, stay safe out there, have a good one, bye. I hope that at least some of my explanations made sense. But I mostly just covered for 12 minutes the fucking starting buildings, which is really dumb. Somebody should do, not me, should do a basics of this game. Because honestly, this game is incredibly simple, but it is just so interconnected and convoluted that it's when I start talking about one thing, I have to talk about 8 other different things, and it's just so mind flooding and annoying. But yeah, stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks for all the support, by the way. The subscriber count increasing has been absolutely insane. I think that's really cool. I don't take that for granted, so thank you. Have a good one. Bye.